Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate this opportunity to address you and to take note of your strengths, your ability to give words to life. Regardless of what time it is, happy or dramatic, peace or war, its every moment is made up of human stories, of what people lived through and experienced, gained and lost, felt and achieved. Time passes, and in its passing it can carry away everything so dear to people, to humanity as such. Freedom may be lost, justice may fail, death can prevail over life, but only when life does not speak, when no one can voice what life is going through, when there is no one to explain the truth. Being able to fill life with words is to protect life and fight for it, give life a chance to win. Since the beginning of this brutal Russian aggression, Russia's full-scale genocidal war against Ukraine, we have issued more than 15,000 accreditations to the foreign journalists so that they can work freely in Ukraine from different countries, from Europe, Asia, Africa, Americas. Newspapers and television, news outlets and reporters, new media and long-established powerful brands. And I'm glad that there are many British representatives among them. We opened Ukrainian life to the maximum number of eyes in the world, for the world to see, the world to tell the story, for the world to give its voice to the Ukrainian life, to give voice to a woman who was raped by Russian soldiers, to give voice to a man whose family, the whole family, a 3-month-old daughter, his wife's mother, were killed by a Russian rocket, to give voice to a mother who is waiting for her son to return from Russian captivity to find out at least if her son is alive, because Russia does not allow any international organization to visit all places of detention of prisoners. To give voice to a father who is looking for his minor daughter who was forcibly taken to Russia and given there into criminal adoption with a living family. I want the world to know about every such crime committed by the Russian occupiers on the Ukrainian soil, so that it does not pass without a trace. More than 90,000 crimes related to Russia's aggression against Ukraine have already been registered. And this is only what we know so far. As each area is freed from occupation, thousands more facts become obvious about what Russia has done, about the burned villages and cities, about the hundreds of burials of killed civilians, about the torture chambers that Russia set up wherever it raises its flag, about thousands of destroyed Ukrainian destinies. Each of these crimes of the occupiers, this is a person that suffered. This is a life that has been broken. This is Ukraine against which a criminal and unprovoked war is being waged. And this is the reason why we are fighting, why we must liberate all our land, why we must win. We can't leave any of our people and any of our cities in Russian captivity. We can't leave a single Ukrainian life that was invaded by a terrorist state without renewed justice. We can't leave any single Russian murderer and terrorist without legal punishment for what they have done. We must fully implement our peace formula, real points that can stop the aggression. Now that Russia's full-scale war has been going on for more than a year, Ukraine needs the world's attention even more than before. Life as such needs the attention of the world, the attention of journalists, and policymakers, public leaders, and every community, every nation that values freedom. Now more than ever, your ability is needed to give voice to life. Is needed for Ukraine to say that we can win, for Ukrainians to say we can restore justice, so that the terrorist state feels that it will be punished, so that our partners in the world hear that Ukraine is grateful for support and help, and so that the world knows, thanks to the fact that you, France, support Ukraine today, life will gain protection for generations to come. No one potential aggressor in the world will ever dare to start another similar war if the story of the Ukrainian victory will be heard globally, if responsibility for war crimes against Ukrainians becomes inevitable for any of the Russians, from the top to the mere performers, and if the Ukrainian land emerges from the ruins of the war faster than the earthly journey of the Russian dictator ends. For all this, the truth is important. So I urge you to come to Ukraine, spread the truth about the Russian aggression, support our defense, and give Ukrainian life voice. Thank you for your attention. Thanks to all of you, dear British, for your vital support. Glory to all who are now fighting for freedom. Slava Ukraini!